Rev up your engines. All right, it's a rainy day, so we're inside, but we're showing off a new car. It's an Acura, and they only made about 200 of these sedans because the sedans are dying. But fun car to drive, they're just not selling them because everybody wants SUVs. Now, as we look at it, it's a beautiful looking car. It's the fancy type S, and of course, it's all-wheel drive TLX. It's a beautiful looking car. I mean, check out the interior. Look, the LEDs. The seats. It's a beautiful car, and these seats are insanely comfortable. But it's what's under the hood that people buy these things for. It's the top of the line one. So, as we take the stupid beauty cover off, there's the heart of the matter. It's a Honda V6, got over 350 horsepower. It goes, and they've upgraded it to Honda's 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, if you listen to what I say about not a fan of turbos, now this is a V6 engine. It can take a turbo. It, of course, would wear it out a little bit faster, but you also have to understand who bought this car. The guy's 23 years old, and he's already owned 11 cars. He does not keep them long. So, it doesn't matter if this thing gets 150, 180, starts burning oil. He won't own it anymore. It's just that everybody's into SUVs, and sedans are a dying breed. There's really nothing wrong with these cars. Well, I do have to say it's got one thing wrong, is, look, it's still got rubber timing belts. Now, he's not going to care, because I've never seen one break unless it had 180, 200,000 miles, and it'll be long gone by then. But you'd think they'd put chains in. But no, they've decided to leave timing belts in them. So we're going to start her up, take a listen. You might say, oh, I hear ticking noises. Well, guess what? This baby's got GDI fuel injectors. They just have a tendency of making a little bit of noise. Now, that's one reason they put these beauty covers on. Check it out. This baby's insulated. You don't hear it when you're inside the car. That's one reason they put this insulation. That's totally normal for these GDI injectors to do that. Why there's insulation here. This time it serves a purpose for your ears. Now you notice the turbocharger is way up in the air, so it's got heat shields here. It even has a heat shield on the hood and insulation. It's double insulation because they don't want to ruin this beautiful paint, and I don't blame them. Now, he paid about 55 grand for this car, but it didn't come with a spare tire. You get goop in an air compressor, right? But he had a previous one, so he took his spare tire out and he put it in this. I mean, really, you need a spare tire. They're talk about, oh, well, they weigh a little gas. The gas mileage of a spare tire isn't going to change. You get in a car, you weigh at least 10 times as much as the spare tire does. So that's kind of stupid, but they're just cutting corners to save money. They should have put a spare tire in it, but they didn't. Now, he's already gotten a flat tire because check out these low-profile tires. He's already got a flat. These are not made for the horrible roads of Rhode Island. And generally, when you get a blowout on a low-profile tire, the tire goes kaput. It'll hit the rim, it'll shred it up, and a little bit of goop and an air compressor isn't going to solve your problem. You're better off getting a spare. Now, they wanted 300-something bucks extra if you bought a spare, but he already had one. Kind of adds insult to injury. They already got all that money from you. You think they'd give you a spare tire for the car? Now, if you're into style, the difference between this and the previous model that he also owned, and if you go back in time, you can watch it on my YouTube channel, they did a nice facelift. It is definitely sharper looking, and like I said, he likes the 10-speed. It's smooth, it's crisp. It's Honda's, and it's not a CVT. It's a real transmission. This was originally the entry mode for luxury sedans, right? And now guess what? Now it's the top one because they don't make any other ones. Like I said before, it's got a beautiful interior. Check it out. Oh, ooh, look at the startup. Ooh. Ooh. And of course, it's got everything you want. Look, it's even got satellite view. Check it out. Comfort, normal, sport, sport plus. He probably drives in Sport Plus all the time. Shows who's buckled, who's not. We're not buckled yet, so there's 2 X's here. Here is the bad point. He's young. He drives like a maniac, and he's getting a whopping 14.6 miles a gallon. And he drove here on the highway. And it's very high-tech Honda technology. Acura Honda, same company, right? It's got torque vectoring, so you can get 80% of the torque going to the rear wheels when you're really getting on it. It's all-wheel drive, but it's all automatically controlled. He raced a Toyota Corolla GR and blew it off the road because he had the traction and they didn't. Okay, we're changing colors now. Check it out. There's all the colors up there. You can change everything in this thing. Now the colors have changed. Now he says it's a perfect car for him. He's driven ones that were faster. He's driven ones that were flashier. But the combination of how it drives, what it costs, this isn't a $100,000 car. It's a $55,000 car. He thinks it's one of the best cars that he ever had. We're going to take it for a spin and see what happens. So we're backing up. There's my wife's Matrix. And it's got the great sky view. So you can see what's going on. Look at that. Feels like a dream. Now we're going over the bump and he needs to slow down. And we go slow here because it's a slow subdivision, but we're getting on some bumpy roads. He does have it in sport. It's still relatively smooth. We can put it on comfort, be a lot smoother. Here we go. Now we're on comfort. Let's see if there's a difference. Oh yeah, you can tell the difference. It eats them up more. Doesn't handle quite as well, but it rides on the horrible bumps. And this is where you like all-wheel drive. It's raining. Did it slip at all? No. And he's shifting it, playing around with it with his fingers because you got paddle shifting. Boy, this is one smooth car. And these seats are insanely comfortable. Raining outside, so it's a crappy day at the beach, but hey, now we're going to hit the speed bumps. It went over them quite easily. Didn't bottom out or anything. Here we are at the ocean on a gray day with a gray car. Giant exhaust pipes. He's into exhaust pipes. It's got a nice sound. Not too outrageous. A gray car for a gray day at the beach. I would have liked a nicer day, but hey, it's a fun car to drive around even in the rain and the sand with this all-wheel drive. The heads-up display, there it is. You see that better with your human eyes. Camera doesn't pick it up that well. Hey, the GPS is great. Check it out. He also has the stock navigation. As he said, it's a little slower, but hey, the Google Maps that he's using with his phone wirelessly works much better, like everybody uses it. I really don't even understand why they put the stuff on cars. Everybody's got a Google phone or at least a Google app, and it's updated. You get traffic stuff. Why would you use the stuff that the manufacturer's using? It's all backdated. It's all so old, and then it's got to be updated all the time. Your phone updates itself. Okay, so sedans may be dying, but this particular one isn't. As the owner said, everybody's downplaying this thing. It's too slow, it's too slow. You saw how fast that thing was in the rain, and it didn't slide. That's as fast as you really need to go. And in the price range of $55,000 with something that looks like this and drives like that, I disagree with those people's comments entirely. Now, he just got his first $300 ticket. It's the first ticket he ever got because he's driving it too fast, right? That V6 engine's tons of torque, and yeah, it's a turbo. It's a good Honda engine. It'll still last. Probably burn oil when it gets 140,000 miles on it. He won't own it then. He doesn't care, right? But the all-wheel drive system, the Honda engine, their 10-speed transmission that shifts flawlessly, he was playing with it. He was paddle shifting. You can just leave it if you want. But he likes paddle shifting, so he did the paddle shifting. And the paddle shifting was very crisp, too. It's not like some of these paddle shifters that you hit them, and it's like, oh, man, it takes forever for it to get into the next gear. It downshifts like crap. It is tight. Honda, as far as I'm concerned, they hit the nail on the head. If you're looking for a sports sedan that's zippy, and you don't care that much about gas mileage, now you'll probably get better than 14 like he's getting, but still, the tops you'll ever get in something like this is maybe 25 miles a gallon, right? But that's not what this car is for. And like he said, this is the same price as the Honda Civic Type R, which is a little bitty race car, but hey, this thing is real zippy and it's rideable for anybody, where the Civic Type R, you better be a race nut because the fillings in your teeth are going to get jarred out. They're rough riding. They're not a comfortable car. This thing's got just about anything you'd want out of a sports sedan. It's just that it seems Honda thinks, and everybody else, they want SUVs instead. So maybe this will be one of the last good ones that they make. I can't see anything wrong with this car, really, other than it doesn't come with a spare tire, which he fixed by putting one in it. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.